You see, that's a gold coin. This is black light. Most of us rarely see, we rarely see one of these gold coins. They got silver coins, copper, precious metals, and they mostly keep this money amongst very wealthy coin collectors. And in your local pawn shop, if you ever watched pawn shop, what's valuable to them is a piece of history. And if it's kept in good condition, it's worth thousands of dollars, you know. And the pawn shop, your local pawn shop, is more relevant than the bank. You know, so if you ever watched the History Channel and you've seen pawn shop, and you pay attention to what is being pawned, and them guys be negotiating antique cars, antique guns. But when you got money like gold and silver, you know, depending on the condition and how much gold is in that, that gold is worth a lot of money. They had a fool and got us thinking that paper money is worth more than gold. So we need to pay a bill, we behind in our car note or whatever. Well, if we got a gold chain or a gold silver chain or whatever that's worth a lot of money, but you're not going to get how much it's worth in the pawn shop, he's not going to give you no money because he in the business of making money. He's just like a neighborhood bank. You need a loan, but you got to have some collateral. So you take your pawn, you take your diamonds or whatever. I'm gonna hip you to that whole gold game. What you need to do is pay attention to the gold market, silver market. You know, so you don't spend it. You get it. You hold on to it, and it goes up in value depending on, you know, the market and what time it is. And what a block club or a church or any organization should do is go to the local pawn shop, try to buy out all the gold and silver, diamonds or whatever, because this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters to the Caucasian, gold and silver. A lot of brothers, you know, they look at how the rich, wealthy Caucasians, how they operate, and they deal with them. It's a few of us that deal on that level. But see, the thing is that what we don't understand is that we were here trillions of years before the Caucasian ever came. So technically, all this belongs to us. But we don't want to act like it because we frightened, we scared. And you got Negroes, you know, they done got a little bit of money in their pocket and they kind of intellectually smart. And they tell you, they say, they give you a few little advice, you know, but they try to pull you into this system because the only value you're a human resource and a consumer. So they don't want the white man system to really go down. So they try to prop it up the best way they can because they're getting a little something out of it. But they know that the white man don't mean the black man no good. Kennedy, they killed their own president. Kennedy got killed for messing with the gold. Lincoln, and then they kill us. Like King and Malcolm and other brothers that try to wake us up. They kill them. But yet still, they want to deal and participate in this corrupt system because they can make some money. Not only our own kind, but those who say they are Muslims, those who say they are Christians. And they operate in a corrupt, demonic system. Look at the Catholic priests, pedophiles. And now our own people are becoming just like the oppressor. Because they dealing with him. They operating in his system. And it's going to get you too if you keep on trying to integrate into this system and keep trying to push the Caucasian up. It already got to us. Look at all these what they call strip clubs. They got the brothers going to make it rain. That's perverted, man. It's that they done made us sex crazy, see, sex fiends. Just like it's dope fiends, you got sex fiends. And they always use us against one another. Back in slavery, they use another black man to beat another black man down, keep him in place. It's not nothing new. So let's hear what they say about this.
Right now, and you don't even know it.
Gold versus the dollar.
When the gold standard was set in place, the price of gold remained a constant $20.65 per ounce, and this price fluctuated only 1 penny over the years 1833 to 1890. That means that for 57 years, the U.S. dollar was literally as good as gold. And that's how the United States currency was designed to be from the very beginning. The Constitution states that our currency was meant to be only gold and silver, to prevent exactly what's happening to the U.S. dollar right now. From the years 1891 to 1930, the price of gold per ounce was still very stable. The low was $20.58 per ounce, and the high was $21.32. And this means that between the years of 1833 to 1930, for a total of 97 years, the price of gold changed in U.S. dollars only 74 cents from top to bottom. Interestingly enough, the price of gold hit an all-time low during the Depression year of 1931. And many people believe this is done on purpose by the newly formed Federal Reserve to really twist the knife in the economy of the day, by reducing the total amount of money in circulation and thus making even the smallest amount of money very tough to come by. There is a common mistake by some people to think that the Great Depression is why the Federal Reserve was created. The truth is the Federal Reserve was in fact created in 1913, and this is well before the Great Depression. Since the Fed's creation, we've been slowly going off the gold standard, until finally, on August 15, 1971, President Nixon, one of the worst presidents in our country's short history, announced the United States would no longer redeem U.S. currency for gold. And this was the final step in abandoning the gold standard. What is important is to visually see the devaluation of the U.S. dollar since we were taken off the gold standard. Keep in mind the price of gold really doesn't go up or move, it has historical value. It is extremely consistent. So instead of seeing this as the price of gold going up, you need to see this as the value of the dollar dropping like a rock. The price of gold has been flying right now. It has recently been as high as $1,030 an ounce all the way down to $870 an ounce. And what I find most interesting is if you were to buy a brand new Corvette convertible in 2008, it would cost roughly $55,000. So in gold, that'd be roughly 60 ounces of gold at the spot price of $930 per ounce. So at the time when gold was $930, you could basically take 60 1-ounce gold coins, cash them in, and buy that very same car. Inversely, if you remove inflation and the devaluation of the dollar, as if the U.S. currency was still attached to the gold standard, as it was originally intended when this country was founded, that same car being bought with the same 60 ounces of gold would have a gold standard value of only $1,200, or the same 60 $20 1-ounce double eagles. So if that car price today is $55,000 and the gold standard value is $1,200, this means that we're sitting on roughly $53,800 inflation over the last 100 years for a $1,200 item. This brings the original dollar value to roughly 2 cents of today's money. I'm sure this is pretty tough to imagine, and some people can't handle this concept and will try and blow it off as incorrect. The fact is, this is what's really going on with our currency. Don't believe me? Try this one. Back in 1964 and earlier, a quarter would buy you roughly a gallon of gas. This is because the quarters made in 1964 and earlier were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. So spot price of silver being $17.20 an ounce, this makes that quarter's actual value $3.11. So you can see that same 1964 quarter will still buy you roughly a gallon of gas today. And in case you're wondering, it takes about 5.5 silver quarters to make up a full ounce of silver. This is a fact. The price of gold may fluctuate with the value of the dollar. But this doesn't change the fact that precious metals such as gold and silver have maintained their value throughout time. And the only thing that changes is the value of the currencies that are not tied to gold and silver. This is what...
We're going to stop it right there. With the few seconds I got left, I'm going to add on this. Now, all that money, millions of dollars that Dr. Omar got, all the money that y'all gave for Light, Young Pharaoh, and all the rest of the money that these con artists, hotep hustlers is getting, if you would have put that in gold, you could go and buy, come up here to Detroit, probably buy the whole state. It's a black light.